Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Card type monster. Attribute light. Types dragon. Effect level 10. Attack 3000. Defense 2500. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by attributing one Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Gains 300 attack for each dragon monster in your graveyard. When a card or effect is activated that targets this card, quick effect, you can negate that effect. Card trivia: Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. This was Seto Kaiba's special card for Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie Pyramid of Light. Ironically, despite its name, this monster is depicted colored yellow in the movie, similar to how Sorcerer of Dark Magic was Yugimoto's special card in the movie. Also similar to Sorcerer of Dark Magic, this card features an additional effect in the movie, which it lacks in the OCG and TCG. Despite its name, in Pyramid of Light, this monster's eyes are colored yellow in the movie. This monster is a Blue Eyes counterpart to Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Both monsters are wyverns, a species of dragon that possess only 2 legs with inorganic appearances. Both monsters share the same original attack and defense as their original forms, Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon respectively, but with 2 levels higher, and feature effects that increase their attack by 300 for each dragon monster in the graveyard. However, this monster requires Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as a tribute, the fusion form of 3 Blue Eyes Blight Dragons, and has an additional effect that can negate spell or trap card effects, while Red Eyes Darkness Dragon only requires Red Eyes Black Dragon as a tribute and possesses no further effects. In the TCG, this card was released in August 2004, but Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon was not released until January 2006. This meant that for nearly a year and a half it was impossible to summon this card, even though it was legal for tournament use. Originally, this was one of the most difficult monsters to summon due to the fact that 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon and a fusion summoning card like Polymerization were all needed in the hand and or on the field to fusion summon the required Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, while also requiring this card in the hand in order to summon itself. However, in modern times, there are many methods of quickly assembling 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon in the hand, field, and or graveyard, as well as this card in the hand. While there are also multiple ways of fusion summoning Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon using the graveyard, such as via Dragon's Mirror, Necro Fusion, and Ultimate Fusion. Ironically, if summoned this way and no other dragon monsters are in the graveyard, this card would have 4200 attack from the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons and 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in the graveyard, and be weaker than the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon used for its special summon, which has 4500 attack. Card appearances: Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Notes: the attack of this card is called Shining Neutron Blast in the dub, while in the Japanese version it is Shining Burst. The final effect of this card is called Shining Nova in both versions. Its negating effect is called Shining Diffusion in the dub, while in the Japanese version it is Shining Flare. Films: Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie Pyramid of Light. Kaiba obtains this card and Pyramid of Light from Pegasus after he defeats Pegasus. Despite Pegasus protesting that he only made 1 card, this card, to counter the Egyptian god cards, Kaiba doesn't believe him and walks away. The extra card, Pyramid of Light, was planted by Anubis as part of his revenge plan. Seto Kaiba uses this card during his duel against Yami Yugi. He special summons this card by attributing Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Since Kaiba had 5 dragon-type monsters in his graveyard, this card gains 1500 attack. Paladin of White Dragon was oddly not counted as a dragon type for some reason, since it only gained 1500 attack from the 5 other dragons in the graveyard. Yami Yugi then activates the effect of Sorcerer of Dark Magic to decrease this card's attack by 1500, but this card's effect negated the effect of Sorcerer of Dark Magic. This card then attacks and destroys Sorcerer of Dark Magic. On Kaiba's next turn, he uses this card to attack and destroy Big Shield Gardna. This card later gained 300 more attack after Spear Dragon was sent to the graveyard via the last effect of Card of Demise. Anubis then told Kaiba to defeat Yami Yugi now, but Kaiba wanted a perfect victory by using Yugi's Egyptian gods against him. Kaiba then activates this card's Shining Nova effect to destroy Pyramid of Light, but Anubis protected the card as he could not allow Pyramid of Light to be destroyed. Anubis then tossed Kaiba aside and took over in his place. Later, Yami activates Monster Reborn to special summon this card from Kaiba's graveyard into his side of the field. He then activates this card's Shining Nova effect to destroy Pyramid of Light. This time the Pyramid of Light is destroyed due to Yugimoto exposing the card's weak point. After Anubis became a giant monster thanks to the jewel piece of the Pyramid of Light, Kaiba gives this card to Yugi and tells him to use it to beat Anubis. Yami, Yugi, and Yugi summon this card and tell it to destroy Anubis. The monster does so and destroys Anubis for all eternity. Afterwards, the monster destroys itself, according to the Japanese version only. Video games. Helio uses this card in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's World Championship 2009 Stardust Accelerator.